It's a creative endeavor. Now, whether you feel like this or not, it has to do, I feel like it's a not. It's more like a this. Okay? That's what this creative endeavor, in order to restore some sort of balance and harmony within yourself that's connected to nature. The Queen of Pentacles. In Taurus season, right? And that you're gonna, wow, okay. You're gonna like literally crack through your light body here, right? You're working with your, crack through with your light. That's a better way to say this. You're gonna expand with your light, evolve with your life, with your inner strength, and it feels like this. It feels yucky, yes, but it's restoring harmony. There's a purpose to it. You're putting in new patterns. You're learning how to get to work, okay, with your mom and dad of the unseen worlds here, once of the unseen world, and create new patterns. All these patterns are divine knowledge, and you need some sort of strength here, and it's connected to the moon, the matter, the feminine, the moon, the unseen realms, the unseen world creating this one. Literally the materialization of the light, and not fearing the moon. We're going to restore some balance there. Put some positivity back into the world with Mother Earth. This divine wisdom we talked about last time we met up is totally connected to a recalibration with nature and understanding how nature heals and attunes you to the divine and literally heals you. You can look into this. You can look into what being in nature around water does, and like it literally is, it heals you, it communes with you. But not only that, like your body here, when you're in nature, the patterns and shapes within nature, they naturally release dopamine, so you feel good. If getting high off nature, you don't have to get high off the artificial bullshit. And that's part of this manifestation. That's part of this divine wisdom. That's part of this inner strength. But now here comes your next piece. You're being asked to get back within your heart, right? Because look, you're gonna go from here, your solar plexus, and you expand here with your inner strength and feel some sort of way. Like literally you're feeling some sort of way here too. It's like you're like, ooh, I don't want to do this, fuck this, blee blah blue. But nature and Mother Matter is transforming you anyways, okay? Like look at the flower. I just noticed this within here, okay? Look at this flower. Okay, now this is a creation of peace, but this peace comes through the negative. This peace comes through seeing what's evil and restoring an inner harmony now, an inner balance. This peace came through the negative. This peace came through the wisdom of the vessel of SOPHIA and having some sort of Gnostic enlightenment here. You are a sacred container for the seed of SOPHIA. And now you're being asked to play. Get back into your heart and play, because we know with the 5-5 portal, the purpose, you are expanding with some universal light right now. Okay? There's an activation, right? With manifestation. That you were manifesting this creative endeavor over here, okay? And this creative endeavor started off in your solar plexus. To get back to your roots, something now expands within your family, whichever that means for you, of this universal light You literally expand with this universal light within yourself, and you see, like, this is literally what you're seeing without yourself and within yourself. You're seeing your total connection to this universal light. Remember, because the 5-5 portal was the portal to purpose. So this isn't just seeing your counterpart. This isn't just divine feminine and masculine. This ain't that. This is seeing your connection. A connection was restored to life, to universal light, to beyond this world. It's beyond this world. Beyond it. And the seed within you and the fire within you are from beyond this world. And you're going to get to creating. But direct message, get to grounding. This message keeps coming up, so we're just going to keep getting to it. Get to grounding. Maybe have this or we'll receive our next message outside. Well, we're grounding. Okay, we'll put our feet to the earth and receive that message. This is going to give you the clarity that you're searching for, especially with whatever is coming up within your family, within your home. This has something to do with Cancer season. It's like the preparation for Cancer season and the Lion's Gate. And remember, time is an illusion. It's the present moment. It's all one. But yes, in the 3D, we're going to create with some time. It's back to a tool. It's not siphoning, right? It's not siphoning your energy. You're using it as a tool in the 3D for now. But remember, you're beyond astrology. You're beyond time. You're beyond this world. Okay? See through that illusion. Get your flexibility here going with your clarity. Okay, so you see something within your third eye. You're communing with God. You're communing, right, with universal light, the light, which way you want to look at it. The degrees of all of it, and it's all and nothing at the same time. So we got some clarity happening here in order to create some flexibility within this. Like, this is still a creative endeavor, manifestation, sacral chakra work you're doing here, an event. Now this clarity is connected to this, what you're doing here with your 3 of Pentacle pals. Getting to work. And your 3 of Pentacle pals don't even have to be physically with you. And if you resonate with that message, you know what we're talking about. Okay, so I just want to get a quick message here. Let's see what, go to the Sun and Moon Tarot, and let's just see what this clarity is connected to. The 8 of Pentacles. This is building here. And this was on the bottom of the deck in our last message. We didn't share it though. Bleeding hearts. You know what? I remember bleeding hearts in the garden thanks to my mom. She had these bleeding hearts and she was always trying to grow them, but they were very hard to grow. But she actually got them to grow for a little bit. But, you know, wherever you're joining in from Canada, it's fun times to grow plants around here because you really see Lady Frost, Lady Death and Rebirth come back. Look, we saw this last time we met up too. Right, the King of Cups. The forward movement of love. Love returning, love coming home. A message of love, an expansion of love. Because growth was achieved through vulnerability. The light literally expands with the moon here. Oh, look, one card, look. The cards were sitting over here in the card. It's from the defeat. Look at that. There's the pain. There's the pain that was created. And the peace. Now, look at the masculine and feminine there. Okay. Or there's a connection to 777. Something to do with 777 and an alignment. Get into alignment. So if you see 777, if you're connected to 777, if you see 777, oh, look what just came out again. Look at that. And this, we got this that just want to pop up over here. Okay, so divine, feminine, and masculine are in a completion. That's this creative endeavor, okay? But remember, it's started off here in defeat. This is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole, to have the whole experience, right? But this is actually this is action. That's why it's completion. Here, this is thoughts. The Five of Swords is bunging up your mind's eye, okay? Oh, look, the Taurus here. Surprise. So, it's bugging up your third eye, okay? It's creating conflict. That's why peace must be created from the pain. There's a lesson to be learned here. It's part of inner strength. Now, and a recalibration within, like how your patterns are within family. Remember, get to grounding if you feel stressed. Now, there is a action now applied. And this is building, this is understanding force, this is understanding the energy, this is understanding the masculine. So in order to understand the masculine, surprise, you gotta understand the feminine. The magician is here, it's manifestation time, but look, the cup is right there. Now we've got the serpent. Look, the serpent that eats its own tail, or is the serpent going to expand and heal and stop eating its own tail? And that gets back to new patterns. New patterns are going to allow that serpent to stop eating its own tail, and that's why the peace must be created from the pain. Now, all the other elements are here. We have the sacred geometry, we have the negative tetrahedron of the feminine, the water, and the earth coming together with the positive tetrahedron of the fire and the air. Okay? It has to do with your circadian rhythm and creating serotonin and melatonin within you, and working with your light body, manifesting with your life body, understanding healing, manifestation, everything, understanding the feminine, understanding the masculine, understanding it all. But this monkey's got, like, guys, this is so deep. Like, this is so deep. It's understanding the story of creation. It's understanding the connection to animals, to life, to fire, to the masculine. But remember, through the feminine, right here. And that's why I get your light codes from the earth as well, and grounding. From the core of the earth, it's alive. It has something to teach you. It's part of your alignment. This is why if you ever look, it's like, I love these cards. These cards are so magical. And the fact that these cards like show total grounding, it's like you can look at images of electromagnetic energy fields and they're just coming out like this, right? But look at this. Like, this is totally being connected to the earth. And no, grounding is not some foo-fooey BS. It's getting you totally in alignment, because you're in alignment with the core of the earth, the black sun, okay? You're in alignment, right? You're doing all this work with your solar plexus right now to get in alignment with your personal sun within you. And then you get alignment with the central sun within the sky, which is connected to energy and source. And stop being afraid of the sun. You know, you're a solar being. You know, Jesus was a solar being. Learn from him. The Princess of Wands. And like, it's no argument. It's getting back to nature. It's getting back to nature. This whole message of this thing, getting back to nature. You cannot argue that the sun is not healing. You cannot argue without the sun there is no life. Like, that's where the food is created. Not to mention with what, like, look, you're manifesting with your light. You are outside in nature, and that's why they don't want you. The evil forces don't want you to get in nature. They don't want you to get out of your dome. They want to keep you inside your domes, afraid of the sun, afraid of nature. It's dirty, it's gross, blah blah buddy bop bop, and you know you gotta be inside taking all your drugs and your medications and pleasure seeking and letting your energy all be siphoned out and not absorbing your vitamin D, and you're fearing the sun. Okay, well, no. You're a plant. You're basically a walking plant that's, you're an animal too. It's like you're an animal. You got a light body. You got this going on. Okay, well, like the animals got to spend some time outside. The plants got to be outside. How are you what are you going to, it's like you're taking this energy within your light body so you can manifest with it. With your electromagnetic energy field. So you've had some sort of tower moment. But we got the Princess of Wands here. This is like that down, down, down to go up, up, up. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. And the wheel turns from your sorrows, from the bullshit. So having this deck present and was getting ready for the message, and these cards flew over 3 times, with this being at the bottom, the Creator. Now, I don't even know what to take, because first off, look, this is about a creative endeavor, okay? And then it's about the unseen world, the unseen realms, the materialization literally of the feminine, of the energy, of the divine universal light here, and a connection to feelings, to emotional intelligence, to the actual unseen world creating this one, and some dark evil. Well, remember, we're in healing with dark, so there's beautiful degrees of dark, but then there's evil, gross, and an inversion of life. Okay? So now it's a restoring a balance after this experience, after understanding some stuff here. And then this, the thread. Now, I'm sure you heard of the red string of faith. Around here it's both, because you need both with this journey, because holy wow. Okay, now this thread, it's like you can't cut you can't cut your cord from your twin. You can't cut your cord from yourself. You can't cut your cord from your person. But this is now a positive. Something positive is coming from this thread, because look, you can see that here it's not illuminated, but there all the colors are coming into this string here that's within the void with the Creator. Now look, the thread from the Queen, and this is the Empress. Oh, look at this. The Queen of Pentacles is holding a movie film in her hands, and the Princess is not quite the Queen. Action meets grounding here, meets earth, and it's like this guy over here, he's like, yeah, you got a movie? This means something. We're gonna get a message for that after, but let's share this first, okay? Like her counterpart, the King. Oh, look, let's see that first. The Empress, the Mother, Queen, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the King is the ego, the Queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus's bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the queen, is to settle into deep trust, resolve, and power. The royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. When light, the embodiment of grace, courage, resolve, stillness. When dark, vain, wrathful, self-righteous, demanding. The queen does not accept the hand of a prince, but claims the throne, knowing the king draws near. She is a magnet for the fully embodied masculine and entertains nothing less. Okay, so let's go to the next message. The path, the vein, the circuit. Life is a tangle. So much happiness simultaneously and circuitously, leaving us grappling for meaning and direction. In a network of distractions, when we connect to the energy of the thread, however, we strike the deepest vein in the body. Our whole being responds to its tug. Meaning is pumped through our bloodstream. Our mind and our spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world to do. Through this happens on the most profound level, though this happens on the most profound level, it could be the simplest incident that activates the thread. A song, an image, a conversation heard in passing. No matter how confusing and multi-layered our modern lives become, if we are connected to the thread, we are free. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our hearts require. So when light, the circuit of meaning within, chaos. When dark, binding, frustrating, taut. So there you go. Imagine what is already around you, waiting for you to follow it home. So you're gonna pull on something here, but what you're pulling on is the creator. The creator, the artist, the alchemist, the innovator. The first archetype in the trio of existence is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges with meager, minimal, and outlandish materials. The creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. So look at that. Something was destroyed in order to be created from the dark. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different. This is a total surrender to the truth and what is. But that's what allows you to create anew. And the second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul, whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. When light, curious, playful, open, surprising, and there's a connection to playful. When dark, loses spark, feels burdened. And I feel like that's what you're feeling like right now. Like that's the gift of this expansion, is going from here to going to here. Through what? To increase your creator energy, ward off jadedness at all costs. Recommit to childlike curiosity and nix the rules. Wowee. And then the seed is underneath this. The seed in the void, creating with the box. Look at that, with the one and the father. And now the mother is here. And look, there's a bridge being built. but it was from the fault line. And from beyond this world. And that's really the riddle. That's really the riddle here, is figuring this out, is having gnosis, like we've been discussing. Figuring this out is too bad we didn't catch all this happening on camera, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. Probably save some time. Okay. So, where are you going? I have totally learned through this experience, you can just, like, it's not the way that works. When it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And when it's not, you're still lucky. There's a 10 of Swords. Look, there's the ending. There's some ruin here. That's the ending within the element of air. An ending of the bullshit. With disappointment, this is like going into the material world, this fake artificial programs, and an overindulgence. They're thinking that you're going to feel happy when you don't. This is a drastic callback to nature. With the King of Pentacles. Look, there's that movie we're going to talk about. Look, he's got the movie as a shield now. Look, that movie is like his shield, and he's walking forth. And look, the masculine and feminine are going to create art from pain and disappointment, oppression. So let's totally look at this for a second here. Totally is my favorite word for a sec, because you can't say the same words all the time. I get boring bunk chunk. Well, okay, there's the rebirth activated with our last full moon in Scorpio, right? Manifesting with the moons, the unseen world, the matter itself. Ooh, look, there's the 3 of Cups with healing right here. Okay, your abundance, which makes perfect sense with the feminine showing up, right? That's what this movie's about. So this movie, the feminine has this movie, which means something to her. And it has restored connection to her abundance and to life. Remember, masculine, you have feminine with you. Feminine, you have masculine within you. We're all doing this as one, as a collective. But how it's working out at different degrees within you and within the collective. It's like there's a restoration to nature. There's a restoration to life. There's a restoration to creation itself, which is part of your abundance. And this feels good. Expanding with the universal light here, the star. This is healing. With the alchemy, with the Empress. And there she is, and something expanding with the new moon in Taurus. And that means that the masculine, that movie means something to the masculine. It's helping to protect him. It's where they're connected. And part of this completion. Within action that's being grounded through the earth. Like you're growing from with your roots and going up here. And that's where we're going to start up next time we meet up. Until then, much love. You know I'm sending it to you, those good healing vibes. Look forward to seeing you then when we expand. Until then, take care.